Motion, picture cinema, blockbuster hit. When I spit, I'm killing ya. No change in my veins, I'm not feeling ya. I love to cook beef, that's why I'm grilling ya. My catalog dog, strong as a pit bull. This cup not halfway, bitch, my shit's full.
Made a survivor through extreme reality, the podcast.
Alright, man, my name is Todd Lucky Johnson, man. Today I got a special guest, man. First interview. Made a survivor through extreme reality, the podcast. I got somebody that's a legend. You know what I'm saying? A good dude, a brother, a friend, a childhood friend. Kevin Veal, but we all know him as MC Kev. We shaking, boss.
What's up, bro?
Alright, family.
Beautiful to have you, man. Thank you, bro.
No doubt. No doubt.
Congratulate you on all your successes, man.
No doubt,
This
King.
is what's up. This
No
is
doubt.
definitely what's up, man.
No doubt,
I
King.
appreciate the love.
I mean, it's been a long time coming, just, you know, through your trials and tribulations, through your story, and us not really being able to chop it up for like decades. You know what I'm saying? The last time I seen you, man, decades. So I wanted to just have a dope conversation with you, man, about just real life shit. And what's your how you become a Mount Vernonite? Like how that spring about?
Well, you know, I was born and raised in Mount Vernon, you know. So from young, what people don't know, what made me kind of popular in our city was that I've been performing since I was 5 years old, literally. You know, so I used to do performances at the Dole Center, block parties, anywhere.
Block
any
parties
chance,
was official back in the
back
days.
then. Any chance I can get on, people was always inspiring me and putting me out front and center because there was no child rappers at that time.
Right.
Literally, I was like the only one.
Right.
Everybody else was older, you know.
So the handle MC that was since
From the beginning.
We had PG back then too, though.
PG was dope.
Yeah, PG. Yeah,
PG
definitely
was dope.
PG. But I'm older than PG, and PG, you know, I'm a couple of years older than PG.
Right.
I actually remember when PG started.
Right.
You know, I would kind of remember when everybody started rhyming.
You remember when I was rhyming?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
You know, so
we
you
had
know,
a couple of battles and all that.
everybody touched. You know, I kind of remember. You know, Mount Vernon but so small.
Right.
When everybody started getting into the craft and they path, you know what I mean, which was a beautiful thing. And you know, and then you know, as you know, we had to have the battles. We had to see who was the nicest.
See, it was nice.
But far as my name, everybody was doing the J skis, the Mike skis,
early '80s shit.
Skis,
yeah,
and it was MC.
Right.
So, they just gave me the name MC Kev. Was more befitting because I was always.
Do you remember who gave you the name? Who like bestowed that name on you?
Yeah, Buddha Bless.
Wow.
Buddha Bless.
Shout out to Bless, man.
Shout out to Bless, man. That's my dude, Buddha Bless, and he was one of the first people to really push me like, yo.
A&R was like A&R. I mean, Bless was like an A&R. You know what I'm saying? Bless was like a you know, an A&R back in the days.
And he had the respect on the street, so it was like we'd be at a party or something, and he'll get on the mic and tell me, come on, get on the mic, you know, and make me rhyme and all that stuff.
And get that name up.
Yeah, and so that's how it took place, and then it just traveled, and it stuck with me even still to this day.
To this day, that's the handle.
And that's
So where are you from? Like, did you migrate from different parts of Mount Vernon, like the south side to the north side? Or
I'm from 4th Street.
all day.
4th Street all day.
All right.
4th Street, 117 East 4th Street. That's where I was raised at. That's my hood. And
that's the foundation.
Yeah, that's the foundation. Later on, as I got older, like in 9th grade or so, I moved to Franklin Ave, right around the corner.
Okay.
So I still stayed in the perimeter.
Right.
But you know, 4th Street is long, so I was always on the hilltop. I was always going. Then I had family all over.
Everywhere.
So from the projects to Ebony Gardens to Bond Street, the north side.
Right.
So I was always traveling and going over there with my cousins and them. But everybody know, you know, my stomping grounds is Bread.
That's where I know you from. Cause I mean, you know, some of the schools we went to is basically like wherever we live at. That's the school. But I was from 2nd Avenue. I went to Robert Fulton. You went to Robert Fulton.
I lived around the corner.
You live right around the corner. So, I mean, that's dope, man, because, like, and we speaking about, right now, what we speaking about is an era in time. Like we ain't talking about 15 years ago. We talking about, like, 1980. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature when, like he said, brothers had the skis and the, you know what I'm saying, those type names, man. So that's a beautiful thing, man. What you got going on right now? Like, I just want to jump ahead right now. What you got going on right now?
Well, right now, you know, I did the Trending Topic show with Rashad, you know, talking about my incarceration, how I came home and how I got my art jumping and things of that nature. I'm focusing on my art. I'm still doing music, but I haven't laid no tracks to that. I've just been listening to a lot of production, things of that nature. So I still do lyrics.
So you still into the music?
I'm into music, love music.
You got any plans for that? You got any?
Yeah, I want to do a nice little mixtape and touch the waters just to see what it is.
Let them know you back.
Yeah, let them know I got this.
You still got it.
And I still got it.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it's just branding the MC brand, which is music, entertainment, art. You know, but I'm really pushing my art out there now because I did the music and gave music a shot.
Right.
I never really gave art a shot. A lot of people didn't even know I draw and paint. Right. You know, so that's what I'm focusing on now, and I believe in everything in existence have its time. So you got to give it its time. So I want to give it time for that. Manifest that to the full where everything is going. Now it's growing on itself. Okay, now get back into this music. Let's do this. Right. You know, give everything its proper time. I don't want to try to be here.
All over the place.
And plus, people, you know, you gotta be careful on what you give to the people. You know, you don't want to give too much all at the same time. Because they're going like, what are you? You're an artist, you're a rapper, you're a workout, you're an instructor.
I mean, well, now in this day and time, man, you know, that's the categories of an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs wear a lot of hats now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was saying, you said the art, the music, those are hats. Like, I mean, when you open up the door, because I know that's about to happen. When you open up the door then it's another door that might be for fashion. It might be another door for something else. So you know, that's where everything once that door is open, it's just other doors that could be opened at. You know what I'm saying?
Avenues. No question.
Speaking of the music again, man, cause I personally know you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, you was like one of the dopest dudes from Mount Vernon at a time when everybody rap right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody and their mama rap right now or tried to rap. But it was a time when it was just select few that was known as rappers in Mount Vernon. And I know that Mount Vernon had the Heavy D's. We had the Talent. When Talent came out with a record back in the days in the 80s, 87 something. I mean, you had Shining Star. Yeah, Shining Star, exactly. You had other talented dudes, Bushrod and Bandit. They old school.
Al Born.
Al Bunch. So speaking of dudes like Al Born, because Al Born was signed, Al Born got signed. A lot of dudes that rap never got signed, but you was one of like the first dudes that was like getting involved in that record deal situation.
Yeah, no question.
Was that through Have or was that just something you created?
Have used to just mentor me, but Eddie F was the one who really took me under the wing and gave me the shot. And it was crazy because Eddie F is DJ. And that's who I was messing with, Untouchables.
Right.
And he the one who kind of gave me the business aspect of the music industry. Now, it's crazy how I met him because I was already on my way. I was getting signed by Uptown MCA at that time. So,
was Andre Harrell?
Andre Harrell was running the label. Kurt Woodley was the head signing A&R, and that's who Puffy was under. Puffy was still
as an intern.
He was an intern. Tim Dog was an A&R at the time as well.
Tim Dog from Cali?
No, not that Tim Dog. Tim Dog from the Plaza. From the Bronx, but he be in the Plaza.
Okay, the Plaza.
As well.
Okay, I got you.
That was my dude, and he had me writing for Big Les and all of them back in the days. So like Eddie, we was in a meeting and Eddie F, Dougie Fresh, all of them was there, and they wanted me. So when we left the meeting, he happened to say, "Yo, you from Mount Vernon? You can't sign with them. You gotta sign with me. You gotta, you know, we from Mount Vernon, you know, you know how we do." So I wound up dealing, you know, exclusively with him, while, you know, the politics of the music industry, Kurt Woodley wound up going to Columbia at that time. So he wound up leaving anyway.
And what year is this around? And
this is 1987. This is 1987.
See, I'm thinking this shit is like 90, 92, 91.
Nah. 92, I was already signed with Atlantic.
Oh, you got signed?
Yeah, I was signed to Atlantic. That's Kenny Smooth, Atlantic, Spoy Rotten. Changing Faces, we was label mates. Those my girls. Those my own girls.
That's what's up. It's history right there, kid.
Yeah. So, So a lot of people didn't know that I was signed. So I used to bring them into the studios, and I used to bring them down to see me sign checks. You know, 20,000, 30,000. You know, back then when people didn't even know.
That was big.
Yeah.
That was
big. He getting advanced like this, showing them. Like, this is...
So did you ever release anything? Like, anything ever hit the airwaves?
Yeah, the remix with Johnny Gill, Hit the Floor. Y'all can see that. Y'all can view that. You can go on your phone. You go on a computer.
Google that out there.
That's me in that verse. Kenny Smooth, he was the producer. K Smooth was the producer of that track. And, you know, everybody was under Eddie at that time. Eddie had a production
was strong,
deal.
man.
He was strong.
Untouchable Records was strong.
Yeah, he had a production deal, and he was taking all the producers, you know, and getting them jobs and getting them to do stuff while he sit back and he eat.
I mean, so what he was doing back then was basically what Puff was doing with the hitmakers and getting all the hot producers.
Exactly. He was the first.
I mean, what a lot of people don't know too about Mount Vernon, man. You know what I'm saying? And not to, you know, sound cocky or arrogant, but we had this shit locked. You know what I'm saying? Mount Vernon had a strong hold on hip hop in that time. Uptown Records.
No, they could do. Only thing they gotta do is just do their research. It'll tell you original Kings of Bling. Yeah. And the first name you're gonna see is Heavy D, Mount Vernon, Uptown.
Facts.
That whole movement that Andre was doing, but Hev was the star.
Right.
And Hev was from Mount Vernon.
Right. Facts.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but they had influence over the whole. You had Father MC, Mary J. Blige. I mean, we had the music industry in the headlock. Yeah. I'm not talking about East Coast. I'm talking about Mount Vernon. You know what I'm saying? Before East Coast and West Coast was popping, Mount Vernon had a strong. I mean, every demographic. I'll be sure. Huge. Yeah, Stephanie Mills.
Stephanie Mills. Even though she be claiming Brooklyn and stuff like that, but we know, they had to check her. Like, wait a minute, you from Mount Vernon? One of her girlfriends called her one time and told her on the radio. She's like, oh yeah, no, but and try to clean it up. But but at the same time, man, we come from a Renaissance environment, so it was just good. Coming from that environment, and I had a lot of influences on music, so it helped mold me and shape me into who I am still to this day.
So what was your relationship with YGs? Because YGs, the Young Guns, is definitely a name to be reckoned with from Mount Vernon, that because they was making moves everywhere. And I know for a fact, me being home at times, I would see you with them, but I just didn't know if the affiliation was mutual friendship or was music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas was wildin'. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we was wildin'.
Yeah.
It was friendship, those are my guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's who I ran with, that's who I hung out with. Still to this day, everybody asks me, YG, what's with that?
Right.
But it was also and so happily, they did music as well. Like I did music. You know what I mean? So that's what made it even more more the relationship more stronger at that time. I looked up to Tom, God bless the dead, Dutch, K, what up? So me and Kay went to school together. We was always rapping. We
Kenny
was always
Smooth.
rhyming. No, Kenny Guess.
Kenny Guess, okay.
Yeah. So, you know, it was just a natural thing. You know, so those are my guys that I hung out with.
That was a movement, man.
It was a big movement.
That was a big movement. And that's like early 90s right there. That was a huge major movement, man. Yo, a lot of history is being dropped right now, man, that a lot of people don't even know about, man. But that's what this is about, like just educating people on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And you know, basically what's happening. Alright, so you know, people want to know, man, like what happened, man? You know what I'm saying? And I say that because when I heard about what happened, I was up north already.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I left in like 9/4, 9/3. So while I was up north, I was just hearing about the shit. And I'm gonna just keep it 100, right? And the reason why I'm asking these questions is because when I heard what transpired, I'm talking about the end result, what transpired, but I want to get into like the whole situation. But when I heard about what transpired and you getting that time, it's not that I was like, he ain't the type of dude to do that time. What had me fucked up was everybody that we thought wouldn't folded. You know what I'm saying? You was one of them niggas that just held that down, and that's why I salute you, man. You know what I'm saying?
We warriors, man.
Yeah, facts. And it's not that I ain't think you could do it. It's just that when we was growing up, I just always
repertoire.
I just MC Kev, fly nigga, get you know, doing with your parties, you know what I'm saying, rooftop, all that fly shit.
Yeah.
So when I heard about bank juxes and shit, I'm like, what the fuck niggas is doing out there? Yeah. You mind elaborating on that?
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna put it in a nutshell, right? You know, internally, like I was always wild. I was wild, but I was fly.
You come from that era, nigga, that hood.
You know, and you know, so you know, we come from where you know you had to fight. You know, you had to put in some work and things of that nature. So, but at the same time, I was cool, and I always was a gentleman to the ladies man, whatever they want to say, or whatever the case may have you. But I think, you know, because I rewind the hands of time in my mind all the time. I was a spoiled kid. Still to this day, I
you got brothers and sisters?
Yes, my little sister BJ. Me and her, you know.
Okay.
So I was spoiled. I never really want for anything.
Right.
You know, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real.
Right. Facts.
And being around millionaires from young, I knew the power of money. I knew the influence of money, and it kind of made me want it, just to see how EF and everybody was bossed up and just point and get done. You know, whatever. That was their favorite saying.
That power, you wanted that power.
Yeah. So you know, you a kid. You know, you like these things. You see the influence of it. So when you start getting a little bit of money, you see the attraction. You're able to buy nice things. You're able to do things, and you want more of it. You know, when you're young, you don't know how to use your intelligence properly. So my best plan got me that time.
Okay, so check it. Why didn't you become a drug dealer? Cause when I was coming up, I started selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? For the older cats, and then until it was my turn to do my own thing.
I'm seeing them was drug dealers. They selling beat.
But
and they come on the block for a 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, get their little money
and be out.
And prep.
But what made you go from that to just taking it to the extreme?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't selling drugs is like, I didn't like it. You know, I really didn't like it. And all my cousins, everybody I knew did it, and I just didn't like the interaction. The too much of interaction. I felt it was a little beneath me. I got a hand in hand with junkies and all that other stuff. You know, I felt like, wait a minute, man, I'm fly, man. I ain't supposed to be doing this. So, but you know, you want instant gratification. So when you go from that to that, it's more of an instant gratification. I don't have to re-up. I don't have to sit on blocks, cold days, and winter nights or whatever to get this bread. I can get a little quick, easy bread and go. So that's basically was my mindset, back then, and to make that happen. But at the same time, it felt more like, yeah, I can do this, and that's that, and I'm good. That's a little nice bread,
but it takes balls. What I'm saying is, like, it take balls. Like, I took paper, we ran up in spots. You know what I'm saying? We did juxes and shit like that. We hit spots where we had to do some tying up and shit like that. Yeah. But
that's a different animal. When you have that mindset and you willing to really go,
like to plan it out, to put to put it together, like what I'm saying, like what was it? Desperation that brought you to that level, or was it just you needed more?
Nah, just probably a little desperation. I was mad at the music industry as well. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta get some money. I get my bread, I could fund myself or do whatever myself.
Put yourself
in
position.
I was like I said, internally, like people who was real close to me, like Five knew. Five knew, like, if I said something, I did it. It got done. If I said, yo, his ass is mine. Five like, oh man, he gonna get him.
Right.
I got him. Right. This is what a lot of people didn't know.
Right.
So
because they knew the cool version.
They knew the cool version. They knew the 4-finger rings and the gold fronts and the rope chains and jewelry.
Big Daddy Kane flat tops and all that.
Yeah, Dice Game MC Kev. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it was like, the versatility in myself that I had. You know what I mean? So that's what it was, and people didn't know that. So now, to speed it up, so when I got locked up, I already knew I wasn't folding. Right. I was just worried about anybody else.
How was that? How was that vibe in the beginning? Meaning that you knew it was feds and you knew it wasn't state. So you knew it. Like, was you prepared to go to trial, or was you prepared to cop out, or what?
No copping out.
No copping out.
It was no compromising with that. Everybody tried to get me. Right. Everybody tried to get me to cop out. Like, you crazy? You going to war with the feds? And
what was the cop out?
9 years at that time. So it was like, I was saying to myself, like, yo, y'all bugging. Y'all come months later, then I don't cooperate with y'all. Y'all put another joint on me, saying, man, we gotta box it up. Yeah, we gotta box it up. We gotta go all the way. And like
so you end up getting more time blowing trial.
Right, blowing trial.
Than copping out. Right. What the initial cop out would have been.
Exactly. So, I had that invincible mindset. Literally. I ain't, feds didn't fear me.
Nigga shit, man.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
They didn't fear, I didn't have no fear of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't have no fear of nothing.
Right. I mean, you did what honorable men do. Regardless of how other people on the outside look at it, regardless of how much time was lost or allegedly wasted, you did the honorable thing. And that's what principles is based on. It ain't about, yo, I'm going to take this right here because I could be out in the... Nah, I'm a stand-up dude, man. We going all the way with this shit, man.
Yeah, if you feel... Like, I have nothing against people who cop out and stuff like that. I tell them, hey, y'all smarter than me.
Right.
But did you want to do it? Or you was forced to do it,
right? Right.
Because you was forced to do it, then it's something,
Facts.
Because it eats at you,
right?
It eats at you.
Facts.
I was able to do my time and rest with my feet up. I didn't like it, but I did it comfortably.
This is the beginning of the bid?
The beginning
was a little rough.
It was like I was going through different stages, angry stages. I was real upset. I was real angry that I allowed myself to be put in that position where people have power over me now. Because, I like to dress, I like to do this, and now I can't do it. It was more of that than anything.
So I don't even want to ask you about regrets. That's
I don't deal with regrets.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there. They was coming at you hard, man. Like I said, I was away. So the stories I was getting, from stand-up niggas that ended up folding. How did that transpire? How was somebody able to infiltrate and be able to provide the government with information about you?
Well, they didn't. See, the thing about it, I was on a complaint, so they just had hearsay from people who was getting arrested and stuff like that. You know, when they take these complaints, you know, I was ignorant to the law. I had a lawyer that was down with the feds. They had him in his pocket. So he had me sign and this what it said. I need a 30-day extension just to review your case. But he had to get me to sign it. So I read it. He's my lawyer.
Right.
I'm
so you
trusting
thinking
this guy.
he with you?
Yeah. I signed it, not knowing that was a waiver. That was a waiver to my preliminary hearing. So now it goes straight to the grand jury. The grand jury, they indict whatever the case may have. Right. So for those who don't know, I'm just giving you a little history on how it goes. And federal law, I don't know too much about the state.
You could have actually went to your grand jury hearing if you.
I couldn't go. I couldn't go to the grand jury hearing. It would have never got to the grand jury hearing
because you
preliminary because I signed a waiver. The preliminary hearing is this. What do we have against this man to charge him with this charge? Because right now it's just hearsay. It's nothing. It's nobody said
no
they committed
evidence
this crime with this guy. It's no gun. It's no nothing.
No video
proceeds.
I mean, they might have
surveillance.
Right.
No nothing
right.
of this man.
Right.
So what are you going off of?
Hearsay.
So now when you waive this and they play dirty. What I mean when they play real dirty is that the day that I was supposed to have my preliminary hearing back then, my lawyer decided to postpone it. So the government got in his ear and said, make him postpone it. This guy, he's not saying nothing, he's not doing that. He come here, the judge is going to let him go. Because we don't really have nothing on him. Right. We don't have nothing. Right. But now, once I sign and waive that, now they got something. Now they say, hey, he waived this preliminary hearing. He didn't want to see the evidence presented against him or whatever the case may have you. So now we could go to grand jury. Now we could try to influence them to indict me. Right. And that's what happened. So once they got the indictment, then now I got a superseding indictment while I was in prison. So that was another 3 count on another bank robbery that I had nothing to do with. Just because I wouldn't rat.
Right.
So they was doing everything. They was trying to get informants wired up on me and
did that happen?
They was wired up and couldn't get nothing off of me. You know
who was wired up? I want to know who was wired up. Fucking, this is back on the
who was wired?
Who the fuck was wired up?
A few guys, man. A few guys was wired up.
Nah, we ain't got to get over. I mean, we know the stories. You know what I mean?
Fuck that.
I don't want to put him too much, man. I'm on parole.
Exactly. We ain't trying to do all that.
Once he's on parole, we gonna have that conversation.
Yeah, we gonna have that conversation. You know what I mean?
But
yeah, they was wired up on me, and I used to go back in the cell and listen to it. And
you was able to get the tapes?
Yeah, I was going to trial, get everything. So my lawyer, I had a new lawyer. And
so while you in the situation, while you in Valhalla or wherever you
Valhalla at first, yeah.
You actually hear the tapes of people that's there.
That's there.
Wow.
It was crazy. And I'm in the cell and I'm listening and I'm like, yeah, that's him. I got him. On lockout, I got them. By the time I lock out, they gone. They packed up and gone. They move them. Wow. I even got blessed with a CO friend of mine who let me know where one was at. Open it up, let me get to that block to get him. But the CO in there
wasn't with it.
Wouldn't let me. And that was kind of good because I'd have probably
went OD.
Because I had everything. I had the joint on me. He's laid up in the bed. You know what I mean? And that's what it was.
So basically, I always wanted to ask you this question too, man. You know what I'm saying? And this was important to me because I did a lot of time in my life from DFY to doing a 10-year bid up in the mountains. You know, when you a solid dude, your name traveled. You know what I'm saying? And I was hearing about you. You know what I'm saying? Because you was repping the Veal. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, when they get where they at, they ain't from Mount Vernon. They was raised in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? They got family in Harlem. And you know them. You like, I went to school with you. We in the same class.
Oh, they can't pull out with me.
I was hearing a lot of good shit about you, bro. That made me proud. You know what I mean? Not proud of the fact that you was in the can. You know what I mean? and having to endure all that time. But it made me proud that I know how the feds operate. You be in Kentucky, Missouri,
Everywhere.
Arizona,
Everywhere.
and like I said, your name was ringing on the good note. Not no tough guy shit, but when you you know a dude named MC Cap? Yeah, I know him. He from the hood. That's my man. Good nigga. You know what I mean? And that means a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did Fez? What magazine came to you for your story?
Don Diva, my man Blue and Cab was cool, you know, and he felt that he wanted to have me just do a poem. I didn't want to do my story yet. I was still fighting.
Right.
And I said, nah, I can't do my
You ain't
story.
wanna put that information
I didn't want to put that out there, but I'll do something. He said, do something for dudes like you, man, and give them inspiration. So I wrote a poem called "Stay True," you know, and published it in Don Diva, and a lot of people, man, you know, a lot of people have read it and like, yo, dag him, you know, he holding it down. You said, like, you know, I always, when people try to say, you know, oh yeah, you from Brooklyn right now. I'm from Mount Vernon.
Right.
Hey, yo, you from such a... Nah, I'm from Mount Vernon.
Facts.
I'm from Murderville. You know what I mean? This is where I'm from. Oh, word, dag, it's not too many. Because there wasn't too many in the feds.
Right,
you know, I was all in the state. So, you know, and you know, I was proud to rep my city, let them know we got real individuals where I'm from. We fly where I'm from. We go hard where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Because they just think we got one police station and one fire department and shit.
Yeah.
Nothing come out of there. Nah, it's real shit.
Yeah, so, you know, and I was big on that, you know. I'm big on, you know, repping where you from. I don't care if you from a hole in the wall. That's where you from. Facts. Because, you know, them people where you from need that push and need to know, like, yo, okay, he's one of ours. He's solid. He's good. You know what I mean? And when I was in there, you know, like I said, I had to get rid of all the bad shit, you know, that I had in me, all the negativity, you know. So when I started reshaping and doing that, everything started becoming better. So it made the bid easier. It made it easier. The blessings don't have no restrictions. This is what people think. You don't have no restrictions. You still get blessed while you're in prison. Facts. You get blessed if you're in the woods.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Blessings don't have no restrictions. So I had my blessings, you know, and so
just by being true and by being just really who you are. You know what I'm saying? It made the change able to happen. And
then when I met others with similar stories, it was like, wow, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one. You know, for a minute I thought I was the only one.
Right.
And then you run into brothers that's solid and like, yo, this what happened to me. Look, because now you gotta show paperwork. You ain't coming in no.
Bring that paperwork to the yard,
homie. You got to have a paperwork party. You got to bring it to. Yeah. And now it's different because it's like people want to know who you are. Who we dealing with?
Yeah, we can't have you around me and I don't know your backstory.
Yeah, I'm not going to embrace you if you're a rat. I'm not going to embrace you if you're a pedophile. I'm not going to embrace you if you did some immoral type of thing and got you in here and I'm around you and reflect that. I know we all in prison. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but come on, certain things we just ain't doing.
Paperwork got to match, man.
So so that's what it was. So when they see even the COs, even the feds that was in the prisons like the SIS and all of them, even them, when they read your paperwork, solid. Respect you, okay.
So
we can't flip him.
When you moving around in there, it's like you know, that respect. It's respect.
Most certainly, you know, much respect because you know we outnumbered.
Right.
We outnumbered. It's only a few of us.
A few left. Last of a dying breed, man.
Yeah. So you know, and that was good within itself.
How was your bid? And then I want to move on to other things. But how much time you did?
22 years.
22 years.
Yeah.
Alright, now you spoke about the beginning. You know what I'm saying? How it was in the beginning and the things you had to fight against and the things you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Then you spoke about a part where you change and start bettering yourself and start recreating yourself and educating yourself and things of that nature. How was it like knowing that you had 10 years left after you got 10 years in? Like how you look ahead saying like, damn, when I come home it's gonna be I went in 96 or 97, like it's gonna be 2018, 17 when I come home.
Yo, MC, I woke up that morning, they told me at the police grabbed MC, me, MC, 5, Wazo, all of us in the tunnel. I got the pictures, I stay putting the pictures up. And my mind fucked my whole head up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause that couple dollars was running around and we was busting bottles way back then.
Yeah, busting bottles. I still talk about crap about that. Like, not just busting bottles now. I've been doing that.
Nigga, we was busting bottles and
the
then
90s.
we was busting bottles off of some paper.
Yeah. But see, you know, once I got to the 10-year mark, I didn't think I was gonna be in there for 10 years. I'm super optimistic. Yeah, I'm like, I gotta get him. But I wasn't disillusioned that I couldn't. You know, it's not possible. You know what I mean? I know that, okay, I might got to do the rest of this time. But what made it, like, once again, what made it smooth was that I knew who I was. You know, I was drawing, I was painting, I was working out. I had positive people around me. I was always constantly having things going on. You know what I mean? So the time was moving.
Was you moving to other spots as well? Or
Yeah,
you just
I've been in 12 institutions.
Around the country?
Yeah, 12. So I was in Allenwood, that's in PA. I've been in all of them in Allenwood. Allenwood is a compound. Pin, medium, low.
Right.
Hit them joints up. I was in Veal, that's upstate New York. That's up north.
Up north. Where was the farthest place you was? Like what?
Ohio. Elton. And I had so much fun.
Okay.
I had so much fun in Elton. I lived off that bread for a long time. You know what I mean? So, and like you started to notice, like you might have been in a spot with me for 3-4 years, and then you might travel. You might get transferred somewhere else, and we might end up back up 10 years later. 15 years later, another spot, and you never left.
Right.
And I never
went nowhere.
Yeah. And you was just on your journey in different spots.
Oh, met up at the same spot.
Met back up at another spot.
Okay. From where y'all started at.
Yeah, from where we started at, somewhere else.
But everybody was getting bounced around. Everybody bounced back into each other about 15 years later.
Yeah, stuff like that. So, you know,
and that's how your name was traveling.
Right.
Like I said, you know, people was letting people know like where people was. Like, I mean, especially when you a stand-up dude, when you solid, and people was like, yo, such and such is over there, like he over there.
Yeah.
And like I said,
and you know, we just writing kites to each other. We staying in contact. You know, especially those from the town and good men from all over. So we send reflections and all that stuff, and you know, and kept it moving, man, and kept it moving until this day. You know, I got some good brothers that I hold down. You know, my baby tell you, man, I be going to Western Union and sending pics and stuff like that because I know how it is, and I was there.
And that make a whole nigga day. You know what I'm saying? When he get mail from the Conrad.
Yeah, I was there.
Just it don't even got to be money. It could just be a letter or a picture. And they be like, yo, man, he kept it 100.
When you hear your name at mail call,
that mean everything.
That means everything. When you hear your name, you be like,
And then when you see it's your Conrad, that just gives you hope. It like I said, people don't understand that. Like when you get money in prison, when somebody send you $100, that should mean a lot because you can go to the store, you can go to the commissary and do your thing. But when you get that letter from your Conrad or that picture from him, it's like that should have taken. Your whole week is lit. Your whole month is just you good for that.
And they show your pics. They keep you alive, yo, bro. You know, they inspire you. Do the right thing. You do the right thing. Stay out there, man. You know, I mean, the most positive energy that I have received was in jail. A lot of them dudes, man, was so positive, so inspiring, man. The most intelligent, you know. you know, you got the most ignorant to the most intelligent, you know, and you pick what side you want to be on.
Facts.
That's it. If you want to be with the craziness, then go over here. If you want to be around men that's thorough, but good energy, they ain't punks or nothing. They're warriors.
It's like they said. If you surround yourself with 4 millionaires, you end up being the 5th one.
Oh yeah, no question about it.
So yeah,
ain't no
that's
question
a fact.
about it.
Yo, how you felt about, like, how did you feel about when you got the call about 5 and you was in there?
I was hurt, man. Man, I was hurt. I cried, man. I almost cried my eyes out, man. You know?
Yeah, that was a big thing right there. I mean,
it was unexpected. It was unexpected, and a lot of people don't know. You know, I had at that time, I was like, man, you know, I'm gonna give my man a time out, man, because he bugging, man. He ain't shot me out, you know, whatever, you know, on the radio.
Me and you was on the same page.
And I was,
when that happened with him, me and him we wasn't. And when you left, me and him was like this.
Yeah.
Like going to the crib, going to the club.
Yeah, that was my dude. You know, I love him. That's my dude.
On that same time
but I just felt like I'm bidding. Right. Y'all out there. Yeah. So go ahead, live y'all.
Yeah, it's 2 lives going on.
Yeah,
your life
and I'm living mine in here.
Right.
And I'm gonna get up when I get out.
Right.
I'm gonna see everybody when I get out because I'm bidding.
Right.
And back then I was bidding hard, and I was getting bread. And I was living, you know what I mean? So I had to focus. Exactly. I had to focus more on me and there, you know. But I like to talk to my man and him talk that shit. You know, he was talking that shit.
Right. He was getting it too.
Yeah, but I was always trying to be that voice of reason and let him know where he should be.
Right.
I was always telling him your name is like this, but your pockets is like this. Right. Hey, yo, listen, get your pockets to match your name. You know, always be on, man. Because I'm in there, and now, you know, I'm discovering new things. So I want to share it. I want to share with my comrades. I want to share with my people. I want to share with anybody that I'm close to. You know what I mean? Anybody who will listen. For real, for real.
I had that same situation with 5, man. When I was away. You know, one thing about 5 that I appreciate is that he did come through. You know what I'm saying? He sent that bread. He'll see my mom's and be like, yo, here go $1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was beautiful.
I got so many pictures.
My fallout, not even a fallout. I was upset when I came home and he promised me the world and I'm just coming home, so I need shit and da-da-da. And he wasn't there for me. So I was a little mad for a minute, but that wore off. But shit that happens after that when he's no longer here, it's like, damn, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and then you appreciate him more.
Yeah,
said,
exactly.
You know, when he gone, you know what I mean? They said, you know, the life, you know, part of the Veal died when he was gone. We still talk about it to this day, man. If I was here, you know what I mean? Yeah. And yo, if you home now, if I, man, you know,
they got a cookout, I think, coming up for him too. And,
the 25th.
25th.
We there.
August 25th.
We there. And big up to Tom, his brother Tom, Molly,
Tom,
man, holding everything holding everything down, man. That's my dude. You know. And Taz.
Yo, you looking real good, man. You know what I'm saying? So what you was in when you was in the camp, was you working out? Like, what was your regimen?
I was going hard. Pull up, push ups, dips, abs, sit ups, weights, anything.
Everything.
Get that from your pops anyway.
Yeah, you already know. He's a workout freak. You know, so when I came in there, it was like, this is what you do. That's all, you know, I'm like, yo, you know, you go in, you gotta work out, you gotta represent, you gotta be right, you gotta take care of yourself.
Now,
you don't
Mike
wanna...
on your arm was bony when you was out here.
Yeah, you know. So my main thing was like, you know, you want to preserve your sexy. You want to be healthy. You want to look good because they stealing time from you. They taking it from you. So you got to preserve it. You got to preserve it.
Facts.
You know, to the best of your ability.
To the best of your ability, definitely.
And that's what I do.
The reason why I ask you that is because, like, you know, it's a workout phenomenon right now where people want to get in shape. And I just happened to be on Facebook one day, bruh, and I seen you doing some wild style shit in the gym. Now, I've been up top. I seen the bar masters do all this and do the flips, but I was seeing you do some shit that I was just like, that's years. you know what I mean, of consistency. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that did that help? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And do you got plans to come home and get people in shape?
Well, yeah, I'm doing that now. I'm a physical fitness trainer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I be doing my thing with that.
Right,
you know, because
right.
I love working out. You know,
doubt.
and I always want to work out and continue to do what I've been doing for so long. It's like kind of all I know.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's the main thing. I'm definitely on it. You know, I work out all the time. I'm in the gym. I'm getting busy with it. So that's what it is. And I always try to help those, you know, because I know the importance of really being in shape.
Mentally and physically.
Yeah. I mean, and you want to feel better. You want to look better.
Right.
You know, that does a lot, man,
Right.
for a person,
Right.
man.
Right.
Confidence.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. Whole facts right there. Yo, I see you doing these paintings, and while you was away, while you was in the feds, you know, your paintings was reaching the free cipher. Your paintings was coming out here and popping up on social media, right? And I was like, yo, my nigga could really, like, this shit ain't just a picture. Like, this shit got detail. This shit got science and meaning behind it. Like, I know that as rappers, as like artists, a lot of artists have a certain kind of something skill with them that doesn't deal with what they craft is. So you said in the beginning you always was painting, you always was drawing.
I always was drawing. I was a drawer. That was a natural
So you
gift.
always had
I
that.
get it from my father. My father could paint, he could draw. A lot of people don't know that as well. I'm like almost a cop.
Where your pops, man? Show your pops out, man.
Yeah. Comstock, what up, man?
All right.
You know what I mean? Comstock, what up? And I gotta say, you know, rest in peace to my pops who raised me as well. You know, country, Ronald Veal.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
That's and much love, much respect.
Rest
you know,
in peace, King.
yeah. So, you know, it's like he, like for my grandfather, who was a painter, a drawer, good with his hands. And that's what I get that from.
Right.
You know, so and I just came out, man, picking up pencils and stuff like that.
Did you have a plan in there to come home and have your shit displayed in Tribeca and all that? Or you just said, I'm just coming home?
Yeah, that was the plan. That was the
Okay.
plan. The
Okay.
plan, you know, a man without a plan is planning to fail. You know, all this is part of the plan. This
Everything.
is part of the plan.
Stepping stones.
You know, I told myself when I come home, and you know, you gotta get your stuff in galleries, you gotta do interviews, you gotta do this, you gotta put yourself out there.
Facts.
You gotta let people know, like, you here, this is what you got going on. You know, people gotta start seeing you from small to big, and create that
When
energy.
you left, it wasn't no social media. It wasn't no MySpace, YouTube. It wasn't none of that shit. Yeah.
Nothing.
So you definitely got to capitalize.
So I
They
watched
knew us
stuff
in Brooklyn, Harlem, Bronx. They knew us everywhere, kid.
Yeah.
No internet.
Oh yeah, no internet. No internet. You better say it. You know. So like behind the wall, I was seeing the progression and transformation of society. The reason why I came out and can adapt, because
you ain't lose a step.
because you have to be swift and changeable. You have to be
swift and changeable, always remainable.
Yeah, you have to be. If you're not that, then you won't lose, man. You get rolled over in this world. You ain't got no room for the slow pokes. Not in this world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And definitely in there.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I stayed up on current events. You know, I always had to see what was going on. You know, they say the world changed every 5 years, so I was watching how it was changing. You know what I mean? And my place in it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So it's easier for me to come out now and knew what I had to do. I came out, my credit was to the roof already. I already had credit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't have to do too much for that. I already had that because I know I need it.
Right.
I know what I need now because I've been in there studying and
and
researching.
research.
You know, like, yo, this is what you got to be on. And you need this, you got to get your license straight, you got to get your license, you got to get this, you got to do that. So I was on it and there. So when I came out here, now it's easy for me to manifest because I was already on it.
You just carrying on, following steps.
I'm just proceeding with the formula.
Definitely.
That's it.
So yeah, man. Speaking of current events, it's a lot of shit going on in the world right now. Period. You know what I mean? Politics. How are you keeping up with the things that's going on? For instance, like Jay-Z is in
with the NBA or something like that.
The NFL. He's in the headlines right now.
The NFL or something like that.
And Kaepernick kneeling and for the shine light on the protests and things of that nature. How do you feel about us using our influence to for society to change society? Like, it's a lot of shit going on in the world where innocent black brothers is being killed, innocent black people, unarmed black people is being killed, and no one wanted to talk about it until Kaepernick took the kneel because he had a platform. Then his platform became, he got ostracized, you know what I'm saying, kicked out the league or whatever have you, and it became a big thing. But what he did was shine light upon our situation and our struggle. Now Jay-Z is saying, that Jay-Z is coming in the picture, basically piggybacking off of that, but to create his situation, to make his situation better. You know what I mean? How you feel about that?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, most men do what's best for them. You know, self-preservation is the first law of success. That's what they say. You know, so if you have a platform and he's able to use it to his advantage and get it to the people at the same time, that's a beautiful thing. Too many people can't do that. You know, you have to be at a certain level, certain status, and have a certain level of respect by these other people to do that.
Pull that off.
Yeah, to pull it off. So there's nothing wrong with that. It becomes a problem when you use that as a platform to get where you got to get, and you get your gain off of it, but you don't do nothing for
you.
You
don't
give back, or you just used it. You know what I mean? So that's where the problem. As long as a man getting positioned and able to make decisions and change the minds of them other people, of his colleagues that look at him different from his stature and status, then that's all that counts. You know what I mean? That's all that counts. Because I don't believe in, like, my song said something that was ill. He got a thing going on. Like, your leaders, you don't want your leaders to be successful. But you want them out in the streets and front line and doing this for you, but you don't want them to be rich.
Be successful, right?
That's crazy.
Right.
Why not?
And then a lot of people don't know the inside mechanics on what's really going on. They're just putting Hove out there as if he's gaining, when in all reality he might be outthinking everybody.
Like the man said, Hove ain't coming to no buffoonery yet. I can't say Hove is bad for nothing he did. You know what I'm saying? Like they say the Barclays Center moved houses, but the Barclays Center gave jobs to people that didn't have jobs.
Definitely.
He left. So he came, he wrecked, he got his hood, his neighborhood jobs, and then he left. He put that in the middle of Brooklyn. I take my hat off for that dude, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And with the football, what I think is, you know, Jay-Z is, everybody keeps saying he a billionaire and all that. What it is, you know, everybody want to, you know, when we black, you know how we crowd in the bucket. So it's like, everybody really mad that he that rich, if you really want to know. So at this point, now they picking and stabbing at everything he do. Like, oh, now he want to mess with the NFL. Nah, I think his goal is to get in that room at that round table, and he's going to change things for us. Some things that they're going to have to do that they don't usually do because he's at the table. And guess what? You can't be mad at that from Brooklyn.
Nah, you can't be mad at them, but you know you got society, like I said, they not in those meetings and in those rooms, so they don't really know. So you got opinions. You know what I mean? You got everybody opinions.
Yeah, but you know, our people, you know, once we think somebody's so high on this higher echelon, we want to put them down.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we don't want nobody. We want to be that guy. Right, you know what I'm saying? Nah, this man is doing what he's doing, and I can't say he did no stupid shit. His you don't never be on.
Yeah, you don't really see no flaw in that. But I mean,
so why are you jumping at it so quick? Give us some time.
It's conversation. Because, like I said, it's a lot of things.
But it's a wrong conversation also.
Nah, but
it's conversation.
But conversation is good. Even them having conversation with the higher ups. with the, I forgot the NFL dude name.
No, I'm saying him. I'm saying him is good. I'm saying him is good.
The NFL
I'm just saying, like,
the commissioner?
Just the people
yeah,
in the world.
Commissioner.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, like, how you always want to, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying also is that it's good to have those conversations with those leaders.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And to be in those rooms,
wrong.
yeah.
He's not doing nothing
wrong.
You gotta be in them boardrooms, man.
Gotta be up there.
Gotta
yeah.
be in the
I mean, you
rooms.
gotta influence change.
That's
man.
that's
it's the beginning to everything.
Facts.
So this might be the beginning to the new NFL. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So
when you're in them board meetings,
mm-hmm.
that's when you get say so.
Yeah, you gotta say so. Facts.
If you ain't in no meetings,
you can't say nothing like you ain't voting. How you talking about the president and you ain't voting? How you talking about the people in your town and you ain't voting? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you yelling about this, but you ain't vote a ballot yet. So at the end of the day, you don't got nothing to say. You got to deal with whatever they dishing out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's a fact. That's the whole fact. How you so far as your paintings, you know what I'm saying? Because I see that happening right now. And I see you really like doing the thing with that.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? You got any deals or any?
Right now, I did the Greenberg Town Hall building.
Mm-hmm.
I got the second floor. I got an exhibit, portraits of beauty there. So if anybody want to see my paintings and drawings, they could go there. It's on the I believe 177 Hillside Avenue in Greenberg.
Right.
And that's where you could catch my stuff at now. And I'm just trying to get it all out there. I had an exhibit at the Tribeca.
Right. I heard about that.
I had that one.
That's big right there, bro.
Yeah, that's
Don't
big.
Downplay that, man. That's big, man.
Yeah, I had that. And when I first came home, I did my own exhibit at the Tri-County shop. That's where my man had his own furniture store. He let me empty it out and let me display my artwork in there.
Dope.
So, we just pushing, we moving, man. We try to get it to the people. I want to educate my people and the young on the importance of art, and how this, this form, this genre really is relevant to us.
Right.
Right. Trust me when I tell you, it's the largest game.
Yeah, Basquiat type shit.
It's the largest game.
But definitely want to thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah,
it's an honor and a pleasure.
No doubt. Likewise,
real men, bro.
No doubt. And it's been a long time coming, man. And we always had a good rapport. You know what I'm saying? From childhood, and it's just beautiful to have you. You know what I'm saying? Here, home, free, alive, looking good, healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I look forward to like following your career from here. This chapter of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you doing the give them the information where they could check out your portraits, or how can they contribute to your situation.
Well, you can check me out on IG, Instagram, M_C_Cav, and you'll see all my paintings there. That's the new wave right now.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, they got their thing. I'm always posting stuff on Facebook as well. You can catch me on Facebook as well, Kevin Veal. But that's like an older crowd.
Right. There's different crowds.
IG is that young crowd, that kind of young and old, but
it's business.
It's popular.
It's popular.
It's popular, real popular.
And definitely, it's that lane for to connect you and put you close to people that's really.
I see more art
that
on IG. People who's into what I'm into.
Right, and the connection is better because like you got actual celebrities that might be down to earth celebrities, and you can follow them. You can send them a link and they'll respond. So it's dope. You know what I mean? It's definitely
no question.
It's the new lane.
Guaranteed, my nigga, so you can get in there Swiss.
Yeah, got holler at
I just matter of fact, I was with Y a couple weeks ago, and he right there, right live and living color. I sent him something. And he sent it to him, but I ain't hear from something.
Yeah, he'll get to you.
You gonna hear from him.
Yeah.
One thing about Swiss, he on it for you. He on it for you.
Listen, man, your name, you home. You know what I'm saying? You home, you here. No excuses for, yo, I couldn't get up. Nah, you, and these is platforms for that.
Yeah,
because the more people see you, they gonna they gonna want that. You know what I mean? They gonna want that intimate conversation. Cause you a good dude, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to. You know what I mean? Like, I miss you, kid. You know what I'm saying? I miss you, man.
I'm glad that you're doing your thing, man.
Yeah, I'm striving.
Transformation, man. A lot of people don't make that transformation, man.
Yeah, and thank you for coming through with Cuzzy. You know what I'm saying? Coming through the premiere. The film joint, that was beautiful. And like, when I seen you, I couldn't stop giving you a pound. I'm like, yo, you here? Like, yo, we gotta get up. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, it's like that though, man. But I want to close this out, man. Made it surviving through extreme reality, the podcast, and basically, man, made it surviving through extreme reality means that people that come from walks of life where they had to go through trials and tribulations, but we still here, we still doing what we doing, and the key word is made it. You know what I'm saying? We made it, like we here. You know what I mean? Even though, like you said, and I caught that jewel. You said, blessings. There's no limitation or expiration on blessings.
Yeah, blessings is no restrictions.
No restrictions on blessings.
They come
you know what I mean?
anywhere.
And that's facts.
Anything.
You know what I'm saying? That's facts. Yo, MC Kev.
Yes, bro.
Kevin Veal,
yes.
My brother for life.
You already know.
Peace and blessings, King.
Love, thank you, bro.
No
Word
doubt,
up,
beloved.
much love, and may you have all the success, man.
Likewise,
you deserve
King.
it. You deserve it.
Likewise, King.
All right. Come on.
That's what it is, man. Cool. Yeah.
Yo, M, how was that experience of where you was at?
I was surrounded by geeks, freaks of all times. Retards, dummies, geniuses, masterminds. Lawyers, cops, cons of all kinds. Drug dealers, junkies, hustlers that love to grind. Bank robbers, thieves, criminals who love crime. Gamblers, risk takers who live life on that line. Players, haters, clowns, thirsty to shine. We all know them. Vegetarians, meat eaters who eat swine. Warriors, cowards, snitches, snakes, rats. Tall, short, cock, diesel, frail, bony or fat. Indians, Jews, half-breeds, Chinese, Japs, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, whites, but mostly blacks. Insects, parasites, fleas, dogs, cats, country, western, rock, jazz, R&B, and rap. White beaters, tan khakis, skull caps, marked down calendars, hopes not to come back. Never going back. Old, young, disabled, healthy, out of shape, assault, abuse, molest, pedophile, rape, sloth, greed, lust, jealousy, envy, hate, steel bars, razor wire fences, closed gates, stand-up counts, lockdowns, the best escapes. Cardiovascular, calisthenics, weights, conspiracies, Ricos, 848s, geographical repping, hard, soft, real, or fake. Check this out, man. Latin kings, neckties, GDs, Crips, Bloods, Aryans, folks, vice lords, rebels, and thugs. Scars, cuts, wounds from knives, bullets to slugs. Tattoos, symbols, body art from hate to love. Lunatics, schizophrenics, the cruddiest crud. Cigarettes, coke, dope, weed, prescribed drugs. A lot of moves are still being made. Yeah, connects, put-ons, plugs. Mail out, mail call, hear your name, look at the slug. The Source Vibe Essence, Smooth King Magazine, Don Diva Ebony, Black Men, Black Tail Fiend, Lieutenants, Captains, AW, Water, Unit Teams, COs, staff use their power to the extreme. Silence, whispers, loud talks, hollers and screams, mad noise, other sounds effects all in between. Arrogance, confidence, low self-esteem. Good, bad, ugly, lost, found, soul, dreams. Afro, dreads, bald heads, braves, waves, phase, diabetes, bronchitis, sickle cell, herpes, and AIDS. Plastic spoon, fork, knives, cups, trays, Walkmans, MP3s, TVs on walls, microwaves. Crazy still, yeah, blicky, shanks, razor blades, 15 minutes phone calls, collect or prepaid. Blackjack, tongue, poker, cutthroat, spades, casino, domino, chess, craps is being played. Jehovah's Witnesses, atheists, Buddhists, Christians, 5%ers, Muslims, independent religions, novelists, writers, artists, poets, musicians, craftsmen, creators, tailors and technicians, secondary doctors, nurses, reject physicians, cameras, mounted, and walking, talking with vision. Now that's deep. Habits, conscious, unconscious, must have addictions, tensions, riots, fights, hostility, friction. bad vibes, negative energy, aggravation, solitude, loneliness, misery, frustration, celibate, abstinence, pleasure, masturbation, phone sex, fantasy thoughts, and fornication. Students, teachers, tutors, self-education, storytellers, dreamers, and the illest, the motherfucking illest, imaginations. Foreign languages, proper English, ill slang, and through it all, somehow, you still doing our motherfucking thing. Now that was my surroundings.
Damn.
Salute.
So that's what you went through.
Salute.
So that's what was going on.
That's the war. That was the war, huh?
Hey.
That was the war.
And now you back on that land.
Oh, I got it out here. I got part 2. I'll give y'all another time. But I've been seeing. Anything I've been writing.
You've been doing your thing.
Yeah. So, I've been,
Well, that's the shit that I wrote since you've been gone.